What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the JuveCorner cast. It's your daily news show. We have lots of breaking news to discuss around Juventus, but before we get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, push notifications for more daily awesome videos just like this one. My name is Gio, and I got all your Juve news right now. And it's breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. Mancini is supposedly getting closer and closer to becoming the next Juventus coach. Now, what are my thoughts about it? I mean, not really that happy because I'm like, what is this club doing? Like, what is the plan for Juventus Football Club for the future? What is the plan for this future project, right? As we quote unquote we say project, right? What is the progression in terms of the team's mentality? Do they want to coach like Mancini? You know, and also, there's a lot of people are saying that Tudor is still also a possibility, which we'll get into that also later as well. We're gonna also talk about Thiago Motta, his last hours. It's also a big one because according to lots of sources, guys, Mancini has already had said yes to Juve. They have an agreement saying that oh, that he might be the coach of Juve even maybe at the end of this day or maybe after the Genoa game. So, I mean, I'm really curious to see what you guys think about Mancini becoming the coach and also the possibility of Tudor becoming the coach as well. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Also, because, Thiago Motta, for me, I've been saying it, Thiago Motta out. He hasn't showed any progress in terms of the team's moral and also the team's progress in terms of the play style, right? And also, there's just too many problems in the locker room. I think we all knew that he lost the locker room for, a couple weeks now. So, in terms of Mancini, though, let's really get into it because honestly, with Mancini, I'm really surprised that Juventus was actually going to go after a manager like Mancini because, after the, not doing well in Saudi Arabia, yes, winning the Euros with Italy, yes, of course, it's going to be on his resume, winning the Euros, but then not qualifying for the World Cup too. That's just not good enough, in my opinion. Yes, he's won a lot of titles in the past, we all know, but that's the past, guys, and we need to move for the future. We need a coach that can really make sure that our team really can gel because that's going to be one of the most important things. In terms of Mancini, though, in terms of the play style, I like it, of course. But in terms of the minimum amount of games right now, we cannot take chances with this because we need this team to start winning now, especially because we need them to qualify for Champions League, which is one of the most important objectives this season because of how the season has been going so far. So, yeah, no, I mean, listen, with the Thiago Motta also out, I'm kind of happy, but at the same time, it's like I wish we could have gone for a better replacement until the end of the season. And also, I want to hear for you guys if you guys think that this is the right time to sack Thiago Motta, because they're saying even if he wins or even like whatever the result is, he's going to be still out and saying that it's either going to be Mancini or Tudor. Which at the moment there's lots more Mancini saying there's going to be like a lot of Mancini rumors are saying that he's already going to become the Juve coach. But then after that, you got some other sources that are saying that Tudor is still a possibility. So the media right now is all over the place. A lot of the sources are saying that they don't believe that Mancini is going to become the new manager of Juve. To me, I think that at this point, it's probably going to happen that Mancini will become the next Juve coach. But for how long? Will he take an interim job? Tudor supposedly is open for the interim job until the end of the season. Mancini wants a contract. So don't know what's going to happen with that. But I definitely have questions for the people above, like Juntuli and of course Elkan, because what's the plan from here? Because Mancini, in my opinion, is not going to be the answer. Definitely not. If he is, and if I'm wrong, I'll admit to it. But at the moment, I just don't see where this Juventus is trying to lead in terms of the next couple of seasons because you go from Thiago Motta to Mancini, okay, that could be a little bit of an upgrade, but at the same time, you want a coach that can rebuild and that can really start a winning cycle. We need to start like how Conte did. Conte came in with a mediocre Juve team and he made them into champions the first year. So with Mancini, he's coming in towards 9 games left of the season. We need to qualify for that top 4 in order to even be, have that, I would say, future of getting a lot more Juventus caliber players into for next season. But it's going to be very, very interesting in terms of that, guys. In terms of also Tudor, Tudor, I think, is the guy that could get probably the best out of the players in terms of the aggressiveness, because we all know the past teams that Tudor coached, like Marseille, Hellas Verona, which was a really good Hellas Verona team, by the way, and also a Lazio team that, in my opinion, should have never sacked him. But yeah, no, I mean, Tudor, like I said, you never know. Could also still be a possibility, as it's titled in the video today. But I think at the moment, there's more signs of Mancini becoming more than Tudor. So let's see what happens in the next hours, of course. But Thiago Motta either could be sacked today or in the next couple of days, or at the end of the Genoa game. So let's see what really happens between that, guys. I mean, I want to know your thoughts, of course. But of course, me, if I was Juve, I would be like, no to Mancini, because I would like to person like either Conte or Klopp or Zidane. Zidane is the dream, which there's a lot of reports that it still is the dream. But I'm still not convinced about the Juventus management. There needs to be a change at the end of the season for the Juventus management, including Elkan as well, because we need ambition for Juventus. We don't have it at the moment. Elkan is mostly focusing on Ferrari, which, in my opinion, is we don't have a good president either. Ferrero sleeping after the Atalanta match or during it, it's just not acceptable. So definitely in the summer, we definitely need to do something in terms of that. If we do end up getting Mancini, guys, he's probably going to be at Juve till after the Club World Cup. So let's see what happens. What's going to happen with that. Also, if we make Champions League, it's going to really depend on our mercato in terms of who we're going to get, in terms of if we can really bolster the squad for next season, which, in my opinion, Juventus should be challenging for the Scudetto next season, should be competing, I would say, in all different competitions, because of the squad that we could end up getting would be very important, especially with, like I said, Champions League football for next season, in terms of financially, and also for players that really want to come to Juve. But in terms of that, I think that, listen, if Mancini comes to Juve, of course, I want to support the coach no matter what, until I see an end. Like for Thiago Motta, I see an end for him, because there's just no progress. But for Mancini, of course, if he comes, I'll support. Same thing goes with Tudor. I'll support you too, of course, till I don't see any progress anymore. But like I said, you never know with Mancini. You could see a revival from a lot of the players, like including Yildiz, including Conceição, including maybe Vlahovic, right? So we need players, especially because of the values are going down at the moment, because we're not playing as well as we should be. But let's just see, guys. I really want to know, of course, your thoughts about Mancini and about Tudor, and also about Thiago Motta's last hours at Juventus, because it's going to get interesting for Juventus for the next couple of weeks, that's for sure. In terms of the even the management too, because they're saying that we all know Giuntoli could be out as well. So it's going to be really maybe a revolution in the summer for sure. But let's hope, because we're going to need a lot of these 3 points towards the end of the season, because we all know that Bologna is right now very strong. We know that Lazio is going to be there too. That Milan's probably not going to give up. Same thing goes to Roma too. Roma have been winning a lot, so we need to also be very careful with that. But yeah, guys, I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, no, that's basically your daily news show, basically about Mancini, closer to Juventus. Thiago Motta last hours, which we just spoke about. Tudor is still also a possibility, which I would do another video if things come out for Tudor as well. So stay tuned for that. And possibly, guys, make sure later tonight, around 8:15 p.m. Eastern time, stay tuned for an emergency live if things are starting to pop up with the Juventus news. So expect the live tonight. Tomorrow, guys, will be also a watch along. It will be the second leg of Germany versus Italy. Of course, I'm going to bring you a lot more Azzurri content. So definitely stay tuned for that, guys. And yeah, man. And let's go. As we say, like and subscribe on this video. Make sure, of course, to push notifications for more daily news, guys, like this, and also, more content in general. And also stay tuned for the lives, because that's always important. I love to see everybody in the live chat, so you guys can give me your opinions and your comments or questions that you may have about this Juventus, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening. So definitely stay tuned for the next lives. And yeah, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti, ciao everybody.